Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Tommy Boy and Pedrito Soler Martinez one more time.
What's good? What's good, guys? What is that music you played, man? Sounds like Eros Ramazzotti, something like that. What is that?
Wait, it's doing something very strange.
Mm.
My iTunes just opened up. Sorry about that. No, that's something that I wrote. I'm actually in the middle of composing it with a friend of mine who lives here in Finland. Roberto, what's going on, man? He helped me give him feedback on that drum pattern. I've recorded it right here. And I'm actually in the middle of recording that entire track. It's got words to it now, but it's got this really cool vibe, as you can...
Latin. Yeah. Love it.
Sorry. Yeah, so anyway. Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Tommy Boy, Tommy Gieling. I'm a full-time musician, a online marketer, entrepreneur, serial entrepreneur now. Yeah, this is my friend Pedro Soler Martinez.
Hello, guys. What's good? Hospitality, both servers, 14 years for me, and jumped into the digital craziness. Yeah. Digging deep into marketing and social media strategy.
Yes, he is a library of mad information. I've been following Pedro for the last year and a half or something like that, and he's gone from already being awesome to just reading, learning, teaching, learning, reading more and more and more. It's just a complete learning machine, and he's got so much information. Seriously, I've seen you just sporadically, just gradually going from where we first met to this library of awesomeness. So it's good to have you here, man.
Thank you.
And I'm glad to be here with you. This series is called 21-Minute Punch, and the 21-Minute Punch series consists of marketing, really. Whether this is organic or a paid ad through solo ads or through influencers, or just showing up as you are on your own profiles, the way that you are the core you. And that's what we've been focusing on as well, haven't we, Pedro, for the last... Well, since we got to know each other, really.
Yeah. It's been a long journey already, and it seems like the more you open up the marketing strategy books, there's always something new to learn, and you become aware of all the things you don't know, really. So it's kind of, for me, it is a complete whole new world of discovery, and super excited about that. I have to change all my background. As you know, I was coming like you from hospitality and service. So for me, it was a long journey of discovery, testing, trying, and especially with social media marketing and a scarcity of exposure and inner voices and all that stuff.
And now you've got this authority, this book of wealth of information that you can share, right? And that's why we're here today with you. So if you're on a podcast, what's up, everybody? We are going to be launching this on our social media platforms and also on our podcast. We don't have a name for it yet. So if you're hearing this on a podcast, it means that we got our acts together. Yay! Applause. What was that?
It's a non-applause.
That was the lamest applause. There you go. Come on, Madrid.
Come
on. All
on.
right. So our first topic that we were just talking about, we thought, hey, let's go and record this because there's so much information to be shared. Platforms in the organic marketing. one of the things that I was talking about the other day, and I think it's relevant to share and important enough to share. One of the things that I see is that when people start off with organic marketing, they activate all their social media platforms and they start bombarding social media with all these posts, whether they're claims or not. And if you've got 7 social media platforms going on and you are offering your services on all these platforms, which is great, there's only so much time in the day for you to become an expert on that one platform. And there's only so much time in a day for you to reply to everybody. So when you don't reply to these people that are inboxing you, that you're giving the call to action to, DM me for more information, the typical one. If you don't reply, even straight away or that day or the next few days or the next week because you're overwhelmed with all the other platforms, you lose that trust. You lose that, like, people are starting to see you in not such a good light. And then when they befriend you on other platforms and they see you active on those, but you hadn't replied yet to their, call, to your own call to action that they've replied to, then you create this dislike of a sense. And so I wanted to bring this forward and bring that customer service element out. Actually, that's actually what it is. As Pedro just mentioned, I was also in the service industry since the age of 11, and for me, customer service that's the thing in organic marketing. You have to think of yourself as a server to the industry. So if you want to show up as a server to the industry, think of how are you going to serve, right? Are you going to be able to DM them back like quickly because you're eager and you're excited about them DMing you? Or are you going to drop the ball and months later realize, oh no, I didn't get back to this guy, but he's on Facebook now or he's on Instagram now or whatever,
Well, it's perfect. I mean, it's perfectly normal when you're just starting, and this is something we've spoken already so many times. We started to know every single platform that is coming out, and then you start to know how they work. So of course, it's a normal process to go trying different products in different platforms to see how they're working. But once again, if you think about business and promoting, it's already difficult enough when you're working with one platform already to start playing with 2 or 3 even, because you've got to fulfill your audience expectations, and it's truly difficult to try to fill those gaps and trying to run to answer back then to your audience. And when you're not coming back, you're losing authority straight away. So maybe focusing on one platform, let's say, when we speak about social media marketing, and especially when you're starting, would be the wisest advice.
Yeah. One of the things that I, if you're talking about just sticking to one of the things that I realized was when I started doing organic marketing on Facebook, when I first started, I set up an Instagram account and I launched some posts there, and I befriended some, followed, and I communicated a lot with a lot of people. But then I quickly lost my own demand, or I lost focus on replying to the people on Facebook. because I already spent so much time on the Instagram thing. But now that I've got those two ones set up, right? I've got the Facebook, obviously, which is much better for engagement, for one-on-one, because you can also speak privately to through Messenger, of course, which I think tends to feel more personal, more well, for me anyway. Again, this is also something like, it's got to feel right for you. But now I've got the two set up that are pretty strong, or the Facebook is very strong, and the Instagram, I'm kind of slowly kind of putting it out there, like slowly, and I'm not expecting too much from it. I am replying to my DMs, and I am socializing a little bit, but it's not my priority right now. It is being built, but I'm not overloading myself with. So being able to kind of time manage yourself with those things, and that you don't drop the ball on one or another. So
Yeah,
that
you don't want to lose focus on what's the important thing here. You're trying to promote a business, you're trying to work with social media. So this is the main goal, the main objective, and you've got to stay aligned and focused with your vision. What's your vision? What's your goal? What you want to get from this.
Right.
So
yeah, and like, until like we were just talking about Gary Vee, right? He's like, we love this guy. He's just like, this guy has a team around him. Like, I think it's like 35. Somebody told me 35 people underneath him straight away on social media, and then it goes down off that. So he's got like a morning meeting probably with these people, going like, okay, Instagram, you this, okay, you guys do this. I want this out there. I want that. Email marketing, boom.
Power of delegation.
1 hour, and everyone knows what's going on, and he moves on, to his next thing. But until that, like, because he was a ground worker too, like he was, he had to come up, and he focused on one thing. Grind that thing. And so so until you can outsource your team, your things, your paid elements, it's about staying focused on the one or two things that are most important to you.
Stay focused, narrow down, find your niche. We always speak about this to avoid getting scattered and losing time. And we were talking about this thing of these both contrasting perspective on how to go on social media marketing, and both are really valid. You can start working from your inside out, from the core, from the thing you're validating as your new expertise, and maybe you want to start working on that instead of getting out, exposing yourself. And we've all went through these inner voices. You don't want to look ridiculous, you don't want to look stupid, and especially when you're changing your expertise or the things you're learning, maybe you want to pay attention to that new thing you're building, and then start thinking about how to link that from the front end in. But let's say we're talking about someone in between 25, 30 to, and maybe you've got something to show already. You are an expert on something. And then you just need to link from your post to your core, and you just have to focus on that strategy. So it's just a matter of focusing on what's important, what to link, and just that. Both perspectives work, and they work really good.
And that's uncomfortable first.
Always.
It's like, I'm going to show my ass right now, and I need to just not care. I just need to not care what people think.
Because we spoke about that. There's a very good way Blair Enns, one of my favorite marketing mentors out there, and he says, you can make claims that are a little out of your comfort zone, and then you can try to run. No, don't try to run. You have to go behind those, to close those gaps you need to fill afterwards. So it's a very good way as well to push yourself out of your limits and to grow up really, really fast. But you have to make those claims clearly out of your comfort zone.
Right. That straight away connects with this morning. I was thinking about that. I'm trying to run or jog between 2.5 kilometers to 10 kilometers every morning, depending on how I feel. But I try to do 2.5 every morning. Right. I've got this really strict routine now in the morning. 6:30 up, strong affirmations before I even get up. Then I sit up on the edge of my bed and I go, "This is going to be an amazing day." Then I do 2 times 50 sets of push-ups, squats, sit-ups, and then I have a cold shower. I drink a pint of water. Then I take my kid, and there's a bunch of other things that are going on. But then I have to take my kid to daycare, and then it's like, okay, now I got to go and do this jog because I want to do it. But if I don't do it now, it's not going to happen. But when I make that claim on social media, right, that I did or that I'm going to do 10K this morning,
you put the pressure on.
I'm like, right. I just put that pressure on myself. And so everyone knows, like, I got like 150 exposures on that one story, right, from yesterday. And I was like, all these people, they know that I'm doing this.
You're creating expectations
for others, but indirectly or directly to yourself as well. And so this morning I wake up and I'm like, damn, I'm going to go and do this. I have to do it. And I have to do it for myself.
Stay committed to that. Yeah.
I have to do it for myself first, right? Because I want to become this person. I am already this person right now. I just need to stay focused and keep it going, so that you can follow up on those claims for yourself and for your followers, that you're true to it and that you become that person, that you become that authority in the market as well. And that's just a fitness thing, but yeah.
Another thing is at the same time being aware that you'll have to be less relevant for a lot of people to become more relevant to the audience you're aiming
for. Beautiful. That's well said.
And that took me a long time, and it's all stick together with what you're putting out, your content, the things you're telling, how you're telling them, because you don't know who you're trying to reach. So
that's a great point.
Yeah,
that's such a great point, because once that you start trying to please everyone on your social media platforms, it's like it's a lost battle. Don't even start then, because
you're randomly putting out content for general public. So of course it's normal that you feel uncomfortable with that afterwards,
So but the more you do it, the more you do it, the more comfortable you become with, like,
you gotta learn. It's a learning curve.
What is the saying? Shoot for everyone, market to everyone and sell to none, or something like that.
And you're marketing no one.
So it's like, what do you like? You're just like throwing your hook in an empty pool or in an empty ocean. Whilst if you're staying focused on that one niche of people, where there are a lot of fish in that ocean, you got to know where you're throwing and how you're throwing.
Absolutely.
The rod into. That's
Absolutely.
awesome.
Absolutely. And I mean, I don't want to go into that because it's a huge word within segmentation culture, but that's so many other things. You can divide it into direct or brand marketing, but keeping keeping it into the most important thing is just at least know who you're trying to reach, to know what they need. Okay, so that is a super important thing, and we wanted to keep these within the 21-minute stuff. So I'm gonna try to shut up and keep it.
It's so hard, isn't it? Come on, 21 minutes. 21
I
minutes.
just can't stop speaking, man. Sorry. Yeah.
It's all right. We're actually doing this. All right, reach out, yo. You know where to reach us.
Give it to me.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Crush it.